I feel that this election, I cannot be more proud of the generation that I went into this election with. This is my third election. The first I contested for local government chairman under COA party. And I remember I would go and talk to people and you ask them how many people are registered and less than 10% of the whole had voters cards. And then you see a remarkable jump where the people decided that they were no longer leaving politics to the politicians. You had a situation where young people were mobilizing by themselves without being mobilized. You had a situation where, October 1st, we shook Nigeria. And this was done without any massive mobilization of funds or resources. So whatever, and like His Excellency said, democracy and this journey is not something that is gotten easy. Right? When the Heaven Macaulay started fighting for independence, it was not his generation that experienced the benefits of it or the actual recovery and independence of the Awolowo's and the Nnamdi Azikwe's. So it's a journey. The most important thing is what we're doing now, which is persistence, consistency, staying on the ball, not going to the dark quietly. And that's what they want. They want you to stop tweeting, they want you to go on holiday, they want you to be quiet. But that's not going to happen. And I'm going to say that I want you to be encouraged. We made history, right? We brought back the idea that ideas matter in politics. We brought back the notion that, integrity, competence, and capacity matters. It's no longer about how many thoughts you have or how much you can use to buy votes, right? And that is never going to be erased out of the histories. What we now need to do is increase our sphere of influence. Because more than anything now, more and more people are empathetic towards the Labour Party movement, towards this idea movement, this idea of, we want people that don't have baggage, we want people that we vote for, we don't have to hold our nose or ignore their crimes, right? And this is only going to get bigger. Because more and more people are going to be inspired to come out and participate in elections that would not normally have come out before.
Sure.
Because now there's a huge group of people that want their leader to be somebody they can be proud of. And that's not going to change. When the mind has been expanded, it cannot go back to its previous size. People have seen it, they know what quality leadership sounds like, what quality leadership feels like. You cannot take that back, right? So we are the now, we are the future. And when we talk about democracy, yes, I understand the flaws of our constitution. And yes, I understand the flaws of the entire process and everything that has happened. But for me, I always make decisions based on hope. And more than anything, I've seen people stand up. Like Mr. Faratimi said, they had started talking about Oro on the Tuesday before the election on Saturday. When they moved the elections, the Oba postponed the Oro. If you are not Yoruba, you might not, if you are not Yoruba, the commission you do. And yes, my name is Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivo. I did not put anyone or add anyone, but unlike some, we actually have a birth certificate. But what I'm going to say is that if you know about Oro is a rite that is used to cleanse the land, and it's done at night. Yeah. And it's only engaged, the people that belong to the Oro cult are the only ones that can see it. So when you see traditional institutions doing something during the day, you realize the extent of their desperation. Yes. And even with all of that, people still came out. And these people were not bought. I'm coming from a party where millions of dollars are shared the night before. They've put all the money in the local government, people are coming, they're taking their own. This did not happen. It did not happen. So, for the first time, I started to get to a situation where equations are balanced in the sense of, okay, the typical people that come out to harvest their voters card every 4 years, get their money, and the people that actually want a new Nigeria, a better country, they are now coming out. So the equation is starting to be balanced. And I tell people, the best kept secret is the people that want a better Nigeria far outweigh and outnumber the ones that want to collect money.
That's true.
They just need to see a viable candidate that they can believe in that will take the country where they need it to go. And they found that in this election. That's why you see the kind of numbers that we've got. So for me, we have gone to court. I believe that we have very good cases. And even, let's even say, for some reason, I was with His Excellency Peter Obi before I came here. We spent about an hour together, and I said, don't travel out of this country for too long. People must be seeing you, they must be feeling you, must be going out and out. So this is not the politics of you go and then come back, so and then. No, we are going for proper shadow government. We are going to be going at their policies while the court case is going on. And by God's grace, we'll still emerge victorious in the courts because they have made decisions. But this is the thing. It's human beings that put these constitutions together with all its flaws. And it's human beings that are going to change it.
Yes.
We must make sure the human beings that change it are the ones that we put into office. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.